When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. DB's right up on the receivers. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting him tackled.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. An opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Didn't get much done on that, Brian. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Ferguson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game...
Touchdown, Oklahoma State! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
All wideouts, no backs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Using the quick game. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Looking to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. Got a wide open receiver. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives. You want to put up a...
Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're facing a 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Ferguson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snags it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Big guy smells it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cougar! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the ground with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He'll take it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Rigby. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Rigby. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! They move on top here in the 4th. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Southern Miss. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first.
Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Number 13 set to kick this one away.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy run. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
BYU lines up quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play, but here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. Strong, firm tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it. He's not going to make it. What a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. They will score! Touchdown, BYU!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So just
hits him in stride at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
that is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Phillips. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. After the misfire, it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
BYU.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys